Hey you guys, I'm going to show you how to do a quick maxi skirt that should take no longer than an hour. You're going to need fabric, which for my measurements I need 2.5 yards, 3-inch width elastic, some measuring tools such as yardstick and measuring tape, scissors, thread, and of course your sewing machine. Here I'm just showing you the fabric that I'm using. It's 2.5 yards, and this is not a stretchy fabric at all. So this tutorial will work for both stretchy and non-stretchy fabrics if you prefer to use some fabrics that have no stretch. This is where your first measurement comes in. So for me it's 19, so I'm going to take my yardstick and measure over to 19 inches and make a mark, because that's where I'm going to wind up cutting this piece of fabric all the way down to the length, which is 41. Right here I'm just showing you how I laid out my yardstick and my measuring tape together. The top is where I have it marked at 19 with the yardstick, and I'm going to make a little cut down there at 41 inches where the measuring tape is, which I will show you in the next clip. I'm just going to make a little snippet to show me where the 41 inches is, and I'm going to wind up eventually cutting straight across to the 19-inch mark for the measurement. Here I'm showing you where I am going to start to mark my skirt at the 19-inch. It will be marked all the way back up. This is at the bottom of the skirt where I have the yardstick where I cut the slit. I laid the yardstick across straight across the material where I cut the slit at the 41 inches. Then I marked all the way up to the back to the top of the skirt where the 19-inch mark is. This is what the first piece of the skirt looks like after you cut the bottom, which is the 41 inches. So I cut straight across where I made the slit at 41 inches, and I just cut across, and I have not cut up the skirt yet for the 19. As you can see, the salvage is still there. So in the next clip I'll show you where I cut straight up or down, whichever way you prefer, the 19 inches. So this is one panel of the skirt, and you need 2 panels. So what you need to do is take your first panel and lay it on top of the remaining fabric that you have, and just cut an identical piece out, and that will give you the 2 panels that you need for your skirt, which are the front and the back of the skirt. These are what your panels look like opened up. So you'll need to put right sides together for both of the panels and sew the seams down both sides of the skirt, and you'll have one big tube once you're done. After you sew the seams, you will need to gather the top of your skirt to prepare it to put the elastic band on. You will need to cut your elastic waistband, your waist measurement plus 2 inches to allow for seam allowance. This band is pretty stretchy, so too much extra give on it is not necessary. You will need to attach your waistband to the top of the skirt using 4 pins, 1 for the front and back of the skirt centered, and 2 for the side seams. And you will be stretching your waistband as you're sewing it on the top of your skirt to ensure that it attaches properly with the skirt, because the skirt will be bigger than the waistband, but you're going to stretch it so it will fit. This is what your skirt will look like after you attach the waistband, put a hem in the bottom, and you are done with your easy maxi skirt.